G'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, and the no good, idiotic public freakouts here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we have a pretty racist encounter in what looks to be Costco.
Go back to my country? Where's my country?
Who knows?
Where's my country?
Who knows? Trump will find out.
Where's my country?
Trump will.
Where's my country? Talk to me.
Trump will find it. Talk to you. Get you.
Now I'm
I don't
recording
talk
you.
to dirt. I walk on it.
Oh, okay. So who's
Come
dirt?
on, dogs. My dogs come to me. Get out of here.
So,
Danny, are you ready?
so tell me, go back to my country, right?
I just find it funny how all these racist people are coming out of the woodworks for the first time in probably God knows how long to be very openly racist against anyone they just don't like. Additional funny note, isn't most of the people who are Republican were also the anti-mask people back with COVID? Now here she is wearing a mask. It's almost like this also works to hide her identity a bit better than if she wasn't wearing a mask. Here we have a Karen who's upset at OP for potentially using a leaf blower that she perceives to be illegal. And partway throughout the conversation, she decides that it would be a great idea to claim that she's going to call immigration on him for using a leaf blower. Here's a clip.
Some water and get the leaf. Look at what he's blowing. People are breathing. You're breathing this right now. All this dust, all this from Hollywood, all this ashes from Hollywood Hills, he just blew all over. Can you give me the owner information?
I don't have it. This is their job, though.
No. This is illegal to use this kind of blowers. Okay, illegal in the city of Los Angeles. And if they want to blow, they can put some water. No, not like that.
Yes,
Not
they do.
everywhere. Not
Yes, they
everywhere.
do, ma'am.
Okay? Not everywhere. I'm calling immigration.
So, are you serious?
Yes,
You're calling immigration.
I'm calling immigration because they're wasting my air. I'm breathing this, and you're telling me everybody's doing it?
Ma'am,
Shut up.
get the over yourself. You f***ing privileged.
What?
Yeah,
I am privileged.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
want to breathe this?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I want to record this.
Yeah.
You want to breathe this air?
Call
I wanna
immigration.
breathe this air with ashes from Hollywood that's all over.
Call immigration. Gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm privileged. I am privileged.
Yeah,
You telling me I'm privileged? Yes.
yeah.
You.
Thank you. She's gonna call immigration.
Yes.
Get your shit together, you f***ing. Sorry.
You want to destroy everything. And this garbage all over.
Your gardeners were f***ing blowing the other day. Your gardeners f***ing do the same shit. Yeah, they f***ing do. I f***ing see them all the time. Stop f***ing mistreating people. Stop mistreating people.
What? Asking them to stop putting ashes
Call
in it?
immigration on them, telling
Yes,
them you're gonna
because
call
they're not
immigration.
stopping. Yes.
I fail to see what one thing has to do with the other.
Yeah.
Because they're just destroying everything. They put ashes all over. Now we breathe.
Everyone is doing it. Everyone's
Not
gardener's
today.
doing it.
Not today.
The
with
last
their
few
ashes.
days they do.
Not
I
today.
f***ing walk
Okay?
every day.
Not today. They can put some water.
Stop
okay?
being a f***ing racist. Yeah. Get the f*** over yourself. Get the f*** over yourself.
Here, okay?
No one else is screaming at them but you.
Look, I'm just gonna straight up and say it. Tell me you're racist without saying you're racist. I don't know how in the world you come up with the idea that, someone's doing something you think is illegal by using a leaf blower that you believe is illegal. Let's call immigration over it. What the hell is immigration gonna do about it? What's their thing here? Is it purely because this is a person who doesn't seem like they would be American and that's why you want to get immigration involved? Coming from the person whose accent sounds very European? It's like one of those things where if you think you're using something that you believe is illegal, you call the cops or the local council, whatever has proper jurisdiction when it comes to flipping leaf blower semantics. Like, goddamn, I don't like leaf blowers. I think they're silly. You're just blowing shit off of your property into someone else's place that only is inevitably going to get blown up to your stuff when the wind goes the other direction. But it's just like, this is stupid and just comes off very racist. Here we have an Instacart worker that's upset with this store here because of apparent bad customer service that they explain in a very lengthy paragraph that just kind of runs down to that she's not happy that she doesn't get greeted whenever she enters the store. So today she decides that today would be the day where she confronts one of the register workers over this apparent bad customer service and also record their reaction, which led to this.
What you're saying is that you're not going to give me your name inside of an establishment when I'm telling you that everybody...
You cannot record me.
Yeah, this is going to go to corporate.
Who was yelling at Miss Shirley, who is not
Like I
recording
said.
me.
Yeah, get him up here. Very rude. I'm telling this person that like I said, saying that I'm actively rude to customers, that when their staff is basically very rude. How are you doing, Lauren?
You are not.
Listen, she's rude. I don't want her ringing me up. The lady that was back from Miss Shirley, rude every time I come out. I complained to her about you, before.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like I said, she's telling me that I've been actively rude to all her customers and to her staff and employees. But every time I have an issue, I bring it to a management, correct? So like I said, I give back when I get out. I'm doing my. Thank you very much. Thank you for vouching for me. Like I said, so why hasn't she said this?
Okay. Is the recording really necessary?
Yeah, because she thought she just treated me.
Okay.
I asked her for her name, and she keeps her thing like this. I'm not going to show you my name. Is that how you treat your customers?
No,
When she started recording,
Thank you. I know it was way before that.
How about this?
I have to consent to be recorded.
Like I know now when you're being rude, and I'm scared for my life.
I'm gonna take care of this. What was she doing that made you feel like that?
So I'm gonna start recording for you. See, tell her to get away. Tell her to get away, because it's the Netherlands.
Miss Shirley, please. Miss Shirley.
Tia, please.
Please, I understand. Can you please?
No, you don't understand.
See what I'm saying? Very rude. Very rude.
If you get banned,
Miss Shirley, she has.
I've been banned from the store since when?
All right. We're just gonna get
I'm gonna make sure this gets to corporate. I'm gonna make sure this gets on TikTok too, and show everybody how you guys treat people up in here.
I'm willing to bet a little bit of money here that the manager here ultimately didn't really say too much to the worker, their employee after this. Maybe just a little like, hey, maybe try to handle these situations a bit better next time, or maybe try to greet them if you can. And if corporate did end up seeing that, they probably wouldn't have cared too much anyway, because the issue that the Instacart workers complaining about is such a non-issue. Oh, you didn't get greeted when you entered the store? Is there a person at the door specifically there to greet you? If you walk by a person who's at the registers, they might not greet you all the time. They might not even notice you've now come in because they might be busy doing other things. It just seems really stupid to get this worked up about apparent bad customer service because you don't get greeted when you enter the store. It's really stupid. So this kid's done some damage to his car at some point, to the point where it got towed by a tow truck into the tow yard, yada yada yada. Here he's come later to get his car back for some reason. Not enough's really been explained here. Basically though, he's come here and they've pulled the car back out of the yard with the tow truck, dragging it along. And well, the kid's reaction is something to say the least.
Damaging my car. This was wedged in my tire on one of the turns you took.
Dude, are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
Listen.
Oh, I promise you it's not a good move. Not a good move. You know who I am.
Listen,
Put your hand up.
back up.
Put your hand up.
Back the
Back
up now. Okay?
Oh my. You don't want it. I promise you don't want it. I promise you don't want it, Max.
Listen, I'm gonna walk away from him.
Max.
Listen, don't
I
ball
promise
up your
you don't
fist
want
at
it.
me, dude.
I promise you. Put your hand down. I promise you don't want it, Max. I promise you. You don't know who I
Listen,
am.
you wrecked your car, dude.
And you
had nothing to do with you wrecking your car.
loser. You pulled my car over bumps, you loser. That's why
You need to
pick it
control
up.
your son.
You picked the car up. You don't drag it. Look. Look.
It's already
Look at the bottom. They're dragging it over bumps.
It's already broken.
You gotta lift it.
Josh, whatever they do, Josh.
It was already damaged, dude.
It's already
So you don't.
That is from the other car that's stuck it. That's from the
I
time.
watched this go in. I watched it go
Do me a
in.
favor. Get him the fuck.
Okay, get out of here.
The car towed on a flatbed. What is he
Dude, he's mad because I dragged it out the yard from the back. The car's all already. Yeah.
Please. God, Josh.
You're gonna kill me.
Yeah. Max. I'm not scared of you. I'll knock you out.
I don't want
and go
you to
to
be
jail.
scared of me.
I'll knock you out. Go to jail.
You do what?
Who are you? Who are you?
Guys, you're making it
Let him
worse.
just
Get out of here.
I
Take him out of here.
Get out of
You're
here.
making it worse. We're making
Take him out of here. Take him out of here.
Please, God. Please.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
so stupid idiot?
You're making it worse.
That's it. Just let him go.
I'm gonna call the cop. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna call snap my ass.
Relax, man. What's his name? Josh, relax. Relax.
Stop.
You don't know who I am, man. Who the talking shit? You don't know who I am. You don't know who I am.
You don't know who he is. You don't know who I
You're calling the police, Josh.
So let's get the for these three stooges do that. Let's get the
out of here.
Josh.
I'll come back to see you for every accident you did in my heart. You fat, lazy piece of shit. Fat. Get it up.
Wow. I feel sorry for you.
Whew, that was a lot, to say the like. That is. I don't know what to say about that one. That is just an insane, crazy reaction. And yes, the adults of the situation, none of them were helping it whatsoever. Like, the guy behind the camera, a few occasions did attempt to say, hey, just calm down, bro. There's no need for this. But then also at the same time, there was points where he continued to poke at the kid. And of course, he's going to continue to explode in the matter he already was. And the mother wasn't really doing her best to attempt to get the kid to calm down and getting the kid to just walk away and just cool it and things like that. It's just like everything about this situation I just look at and it just seems like no one really wanted to handle this in the correct way. And yes, in my opinion, if you're old enough to drive a car, you're old enough to at least understand the consequences of your actions in certain things, especially when driving. And this is just one of the consequences of your action. You crashed your car, you wrecked it, and damn, that's a pretty good looking, pretty decent car. That wouldn't have been cheap, to say the least. So yeah, it's logical that you're upset, but acting like this is not going to help anyone, especially if you do actually get physical. It's just going to make things worse for yourself in many different ways, and that's probably not what you want to do. Here we have someone who catches a massive public freakout outside their window in a parking lot that ends in a very interesting way. That's it, Karen. Let out all your inner demons by screaming like a banshee, because this person clearly isn't coming back to say hi to you anymore. They are clearly out of this situation and don't want nothing to do with you. So sitting there screaming your lungs out is not really going to change much. Actually, maybe it will. Maybe someone will call the police on you and you might find yourself in a psych ward. Actually, that's not something to joke about, but, you know, you're really, like, was that screaming necessary? Here we have a very interesting clip, to say the least, as what's apparently happened here is that this guy's kids have been running amok in this hotel, and so after they've chosen not to do anything themselves, the hotel's decided to kick the parents and the family out entirely. And here's a recording of the next section.
Why are you being so nasty? It ain't. Why can't we stay here no more?
Well, she saw your kids in there.
What do my kids have anything to do with this?
Your kids were in the laundry room in our refrigerator. Ma'am,
my kids was not in y'all laundry room and y'all refrigerator.
I'm not going to go through it with you. I've already heard that you've been nasty to my other people.
No. Your worker was nasty to my kids. Your worker came out the office, slammed the door in my kid's face for no apparently reason. Why can't we stay here any longer? Why?
Because the owner said you're not staying here. Your kids run around during the day.
Man, my kids don't never come out the room. Only
They're
my
not
two.
Staying. You're not staying. The owner said you're not staying anymore.
Ma'am, at first you told my wife that
it's because your kids were in there.
Ma'am, my kids are 14 and 15 years old.
I'm going with you. You're not staying. Point blank. Don't be back on the property after today.
Wow. Just like that, ma'am?
Just like that. Just like that.
But you told my wife this hotel is not a hotel that extended stay, right?
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. I told her she may want to go down here.
Ma'am, you told my wife that this hotel.
Don't put words in my mouth.
No, I'm not.
Because I didn't say that to your wife. Bring her out here.
My wife, my wife said that you said that we can't stay at this hotel no more because you said that this hotel, we done been here long enough and this is not an extended hotel. We have to go down the road. My wife told me that.
That is not what I told you.
Ma'am, we have it recorded.
Whatever. You don't have that recorded from me.
Okay. Ma'am, all I'm asking you. Wow. Ma'am, I'm telling you, I will report you to corporate.
I like the entire thing as like, well, my kids did nothing. They didn't do anything. They're like 15, 14. They weren't doing anything along these lines. Well, clearly they were to a point of view. And then I also love how he tried to make up a story on how the staff members were rude to his kids who were not out there in the hotel, who never leave the room, yet somehow they happen to be in a situation where the staff could be rude to the kids in the first place out in the lobby. It's like, buddy, two parts of your story don't line up. The kids can't be in your room and never leave the room and also be out in the hotel lobby where they have to deal with a worker who was apparently nasty to them. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's just not how that works. Either take responsibility to your lack of parenting or controlling your kids in this situation and doing something smarter about it, and just accept the fact that this is what this situation is now. You are no longer allowed to stay at this hotel. You have to go elsewhere because your kids have caused too much of a ruckus and you chose the brightest way of handling that problem. So this person's left their dog in their car, right? Right? That's usually something it's not good to do, but in this case they've left their aircon in their car, so dog should be fine, theoretically. Anyway, an unhappy person has seen the dog in the car, hasn't really investigated too much further to see if the car's actually on or not, and is now going up to go off at the person who supposedly owns the car.
How about you mind your business, Karen? Really? Why don't you do yourself a favor, go walk by it and see if it's turned on or not.
What, the air conditioning? You can't even do that.
Really?
There's a new law in Pennsylvania.
Well, I don't live in Pennsylvania. I'm just driving through.
Right.
Bye.
Take your clothes out. Take your dogs out. You can have them out.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can have them out. You can have them.
Thank you. You're right. Yeah. It's none of your business. Go call them. I can't wait. Call them. Call them. Call them so you can look like a asshole.
I mean, you're the one who's going to get cited.
I'm not going to get cited for shit because I'm leaving right now. Stupid. Yeah, but Karen, get lost. Bye, Karen.
You know, I can't knock you for leaving the dog with the aircon in there. That doesn't seem... in my opinion, I don't think that's that much of a problem as long as it's only like in a short dose and you go over there and give the dog water after you're done or something along those lines. But I think it's more of a question of like, I hope that you either have the second set of keys, so one key's in the car and you've locked the doors with the other one so no one can actually get in and steal the car easily, or there's something else that allows you to have the aircon on but still have the car locked and you're able to get back into the car, no problems asked. This person just did a DoorDash delivery to a manager at CBS, and this CBS manager decided to report the food as not delivered, which, you know, if you understand anything about DoorDash, this can get you in a lot of trouble. At the bare minimum, you might be put into a position where you have to pay for the missing meal or things along those lines, and at the worst, you could have your account removed. Anyhow, she's gone back to the CBS to confront the manager because, you know, she actually delivered the food. Here's what happened.
Yeah, so I got a text message from DoorDash saying that you...
Okay, but why did you have the nerve to come in my job talking to me when I was with another customer?
Because you had the nerve to report your food as never being received, so I can get in trouble and have to pay for it or lose my job.
I did not report nothing. If you have a problem, you need to contact DoorDash instead of coming in my job.
Well, don't report it as being...
Okay, well, like I said, you need to go...
So you're saying you got your food?
You need to leave me alone, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying you got your food?
Police.
That's fine,
and if
we
you're
can talk to
me, I'm going to call the police, so please leave my
fine.
job.
I just need you to say that you got your food.
I need you to leave my job.
You can call the police. We can talk about fraud and all
I
that.
don't care what we can talk about, lady. You're in my job of business. Leave me alone. Period.
Who's your manager?
I'm a manager.
You don't got another boss?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, CVS is hiring thieves here, huh? I just want you to admit that you got your food so I don't lose my job. I deliver food to you and then you sit there and tell my work I never dropped the food off? Huh? Yes. I delivered it here to her. So hopefully they have cameras, but she's trying to say I never dropped her food off. I'm just waiting for you to admit that you took your food and I'll leave you alone.
For you to get the out of my face. That's what I'm waiting for you to do. Like, you making me act the food at work and it's not even that serious.
It is that serious. It's fraud. It's stealing. You stole and now you're trying to make me get in trouble for it. Why don't you get back on DoorDash and tell them you got your food then? It's because you didn't want to pay for the crazy big meal that you purchased?
You talking about crazy big
steak, shrimp, chicken meal? You forget about what you just ate?
out my face. Are you still here talking shit to me? Leave me alone. Record that.
Okay.
Record that.
And
you
I'm gonna send it to
leave
corporate.
Me alone.
I just want you to admit that you stole.
To leave me alone.
I want you to admit that you stole.
I just want you to leave me alone.
Well, it's not going to happen because you're messing up my job now.
I don't give a leave me alone.
Oh, you don't care that?
My word. The business.
Oh, good. So you mess with my job. Now I'm messing with your job. How about that? Sounds pretty even to you? You lied and said you didn't get your food so you don't have to pay for it. You lied so you didn't have to pay for your food. And now you're trying to get me in trouble with my job. You should be really ashamed of yourself that you would do something like that.
Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not ashamed of myself, so it doesn't matter what you say.
So you just don't care about stealing? So stealing doesn't make you feel ashamed? Stealing doesn't make you feel ashamed at all. You're just totally content with stealing. Awesome. CVS should really know what kind of employees they have. You probably steal from here too.
Okay, I wouldn't have a job if I did. So leave me alone. You're the one sitting up here talking to me about my job. And if I was stole from my job, I wouldn't have a job. So why are you still in my face?
Because I'm waiting for you to admit that you're stealing. Because you're stealing. You're trying to take money.
I'm not even trying to go back and forth with her, but she's still in my face, in my place of work, still yelling at me. Do DoorDash know you're doing this?
I'm going to send them this video. I'm recording everything.
Do you have permission to record me?
Oh, I don't need permission. It's public place. North Carolina state law, only one person has to approve of the recording, and that one person can be me. So I'm very aware of the laws. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to send this to corporate and let them know.
I don't care what you send it to.
Good.
Out my face.
Usually I'm against the idea of making someone lose their job, but you know, it's one of those things where you're currently a manager of a store and you've done something along these lines. I could only guess how bad of an actual manager you are, or how you treat the people who work under you, because you know, there's always really two core types of managers. They're the ones that actually care, and the ones that are extremely self-entitled and don't actually give a damn about anyone else aside from themselves. And because they're in the managerial position, their egos are so far up their ass, they don't actually realize when they're doing something inherently wrong. So it'd be funny that if this video got this manager fired. Unfortunately, I have no idea if that's the case or not. So yeah, maybe someone has that information that they can give me in the comments down below. Who knows? In today's dose of out-of-context clips, here we have a fun clip that was uploaded without any form of actual context, where we see the after events of something occurring here. Just gonna go out on a limb here and assume there's some form of dispute between the guy and the girl, potentially to do with the child that he's holding, and that at least she's decided that it'd be best to do it inside of this store here.
Shit, they record me, shit.
Here we watch as a guy gets banned from tables at a casino because he was too good for them.
How's it going?
How you doing, brother? My name's Jeremiah. I'm our casino manager.
Jeremiah, how you doing?
I'm wonderful, brother. You know why I want to talk to you?
Why?
Because you're not going to be allowed to play tables anymore, okay?
Not at all?
Nah, brother. Your play's too good for us.
Play's too good?
Wild Horse,
All of them?
Santan, and Lone Butte. Can't play at any of those properties.
Can I flat bet?
Can't flat bet, brother. I'm
No,
sorry.
not at all. I'm
Not
permanently banned?
You're going to be banned from the tables. You want to play slots, you can go play slots.
Oh, no.
You want to go up to casinos.
Dude, I'm up 126 bucks.
Play's too good for me, brother.
Man, all right. Well, I appreciate you being kind.
Not a problem, brother. You have yourself an absolutely wonderful day. Just no Wild Horse, no Santan, no Lone Butte.
It sucks
and
because
no
these are the best casinos to play at.
Listen, man, if you want to go play roulette, you want to go play dice. I'm fine.
You know I don't play dice.
All
right, yeah, thanks, guys. I can cash out, correct?
You can go cash out. That's okay.
I appreciate the respect.
Yep, this guy was definitely counting cards to some degree, and whilst there is nothing wrong with doing that, you should expect when you get spotted doing that by the people who run the casino, they're going to want to get you off those tables, purely because they're losing the edge they have over you to make money, and because you're eating into their profits by actually being somewhat decent at these card games, they don't want to have that. They want you to go play the games that is purely luck, that they can infinitely rig into their favor and screw you over even more. Here we have the neighborhood racist Karen.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Where should I go? Where should I go?
I don't want you coming over here and blowing
No,
your crap
I should
all
go back to
over
my country.
yard anymore.
I should
Do
go
you
back to my country.
understand that?
I should go to my country, you said?
Yeah.
I should?
Yeah.
Tell me again.
Why don't you?
Why don't I what?
If you don't have any respect for me and talk to me in a decent
No,
manner.
tell me what you just said right now. I should go back to my what? I should go back to my what?
Go back to your what?
I should go back to my country, you said?
Yeah. Why don't you go back to your country?
This is
Go
my
blow
country.
your-
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, you sound like it.
I am a U.S.
No,
citizen.
You don't sound like it.
I always find it interesting when we get these clips where someone's just trying to get another person to say words again, because obviously they clearly said it before the recording began, and they just want them to repeat themselves, but they're always so afraid to repeat themselves. I wonder why. Next, we have a security guard that has no idea how to hold their temper when they're going off at a bunch of kids for parking in the mall park lot.
Push me, because I can't call police.
I've been coming here for 5 years.
I don't give a rat's ass whether you've been coming here for 20. Get the hell out of here, now. You have to get permission from somebody in the management office of our company. And that happens to be the mall. You don't have permission. Leave. It is a show.
This is a public property?
This is private property. This is private property. So move. This is private property, and you have no permission to be here.
Wow.
Yes. Now.
No, it's an actually car. We're here. We're here. Wow.
Steve. Now.
I'm gonna go get one of those people.
Yeah, go one of the Remens boys over there. Wow. How about that?
Oh my god.
Have you seen anything like this?
It's so
Insane.
They don't play games. I got RPD on speed dial. It won't take much.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
It will not take much.
That's okay. Calm. It's okay. Why are you so angry?
Because you're pissing me off, disrespecting me by not doing what I've told you to do. I am the authority here. Get the hell out.
What is this? Hello?
Oh my god.
I'm glad I'm getting this on video.
Dude.
She's a psychopath. What the frick?
You know, if you're the authority of a certain area, shouldn't you actually have the ability to remain calm and like isn't that how you get trained? Like, you're meant to remain calm and you shouldn't be escalating things that don't need to be escalated. I don't know. I've never been a security guard, but losing your mind and going absolutely rage mode at someone because they're making you angry because they're parking in a parking lot is interesting to say the least. I get they're not parked in a parking lot very well, but it seems to be very dead in that section anyway, so beyond... I've got nothing here. This is stupid. Because if your car's on and the car's not exactly locked, then geez, those are some balls or sheer stupidity, one of the two. Here we've got a Karen who's extremely upset at other people at the dog park for bringing their dog into the same pen as her dog because apparently it's too big for that pen and ran over her dog.
The small dog is 2 pounds
Can you
under.
please leave us alone? You came back and are harassing us when we
No,
asked you to leave, and now you're coming back here to yell over
It
what?
will be reported.
Leave us alone.
I would gladly if you just, report it. Yes, your dog is not a small dog. Your dog is a medium-sized dog, and your dog ran over my dog when he came in. Jeez.
Bye, Karen. Oh, yeah, that's right. Elizabeth, you're not Karen, but you act like one.
Well, I don't know your name, but
I told you it last time. You should learn to close the gate if you're going to leave the dog park.
Oh, no, you didn't tell me that, but I usually close it. Usually when I come down, it's wide open.
That's great.
So,
Are there people's dogs in here, Karen? When you come? That's what I thought.
my name's not Karen.
It's Elizabeth. That's right. You have a good day, Elizabeth. That's great.
Took me a few moments to think about this one when actually watching this for the first time, just to actually gauge what I believe here. But gathering off of the dog that I own, which is a Foxy Cross Dash Hound, which is she's roughly around 10 kilos, which is what is considered to be the peak of a small dog. Basically, a small dog is a dog that weighs 10 kilos or less. The dog that we see at the end of this clip, which might be theirs or might not be, it seems to be roughly the same size as the dog we got in our yard. So I would consider it to be a small dog. Now, if it's true that this dog ran over her dog and has caused some injuries, yeah, that's a problem. But I don't know if this is the way you handle it.